We all love Ben Affleck. There's no doubt about that. And he has always shown that he has what it takes to be a great actor again and again with his incredible performances throughout the years. But today, we're gathered here to talk about those few ones that weren't up to the level we expected from Ben Affleck movies. Hello viewers, welcome back to yet another video on our channel. Today we will share with you the worst Ben Affleck movies of all time ranked. So stay tuned until the end to find out, and let's dive right into today's video. Ben Affleck became a household name when he and co-writer Matt Damon won the Academy Award for their Good Will Hunting screenplay. His career has had its ups and downs since then, but he's earned plenty of acclaim as a leading man and as a director. The ups include helming and starring in the 2012 Best Picture winner Argo. The lows, well, see for yourself. The following list represents the worst Ben Affleck movies of all time, at least according to the critics. Number 5. Smokin Aces, 2007. Smokin Aces is Tarantino light, a vague and unsuccessful attempt to bring together a bunch of offbeat, unrelated characters in a situation where a bloody resolution is inescapable. Like an absent-minded chef, however, writer-director Joe Carnahan has gone into this endeavor without the full complement of ingredients, and the missing ones are crucial to the final product's consistency. The characters are uniformly uninteresting, a bunch of ill-defined caricatures who never attain even a semblance of identity. The undercurrent of dark humor is rarely amusing, and the screenplay's supposed cleverness is rarely ingenious. The setup takes too long, and the resolution is a letdown. The movie demands an attentive audience to follow the diverse characters and plot threads, but in the end, it fails to reward that attention. Number 4. To the Wonder, 2012. The movie stars Ben Affleck and Olga Kurylenko as a couple who fall deeply, tenderly, transcendently in love in France. Released less than 2 years after his The Tree of Life, an epic that began with the dinosaurs and peered into an uncertain future, Terrence Malick's To the Wonder is a film that contains only a handful of important characters and a few crucial moments in their lives. Although it uses dialogue, it's dreamy and half-heard, and essentially this could be a silent film. Silent except for its mostly melancholy music. Hey wait! If you're enjoying this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell to stay updated about our future uploads. Number 3. Runner Runner, 2013. A story like that at the heart of Runner Runner, about a young American gambler who gets sucked way above his head into the criminal doings of a big-time offshore operator, would have found its ideal life as a tough, punchy, black-and-white programmer back in the 1950s. Today, it would have been most viable as a grandiose character study, done on an operatic scale by a filmmaker like Martin Scorsese or Michael Mann. What's actually up on screen in this vaguely ambitious but tawdry melodrama falls into an in-between no man's land that endows it with no distinction whatsoever, a work lacking both style and insight into the netherworld it seeks to reveal. Despite an intriguing setup and Ben Affleck and Justin Timberlake heading the cast, this Fox release holds a losing box office hand. Number 2. Pearl Harbor, 2001. Pearl Harbor is a 2-hour movie squeezed into 3 hours, about how December 7, 1941, the Japanese stage a surprise attack on an American love triangle. Its centerpiece is 40 minutes of redundant special effects, surrounded by a love story of stunning banality. The film has been directed without grace, vision, or originality, and although you may walk out quoting lines of dialogue, it will not be because you admire them. The filmmakers seem to have aimed the film at an audience that may not have heard of Pearl Harbor, or perhaps even of World War II. If you have the slightest knowledge of the events in the film, you will know more than it can tell you. There's no sense of history, strategy, or context. Number 1. Jiggly. Its title, which rhymes the film insists with really, became a punchline, and then a shorthand for embarrassing flops. Writer-director Martin Brest, previously an Oscar nominee for Scent of a Woman, and the guiding hand behind Beverly Hills Cop, never made another film. The lingering odor of Jiggly was so strong that ads for Affleck and Lopez's next screen pairing, Jersey Girl, omitted her participation entirely. It took years for the actors to live the picture down. Jiggly is not some misunderstood masterpiece. It has, to be clear, plenty of problems. This one critic summarized it the best we could ever. The worst movie I ever watched. They tried too hard to be funny, and at least J-Lo's acting didn't seem forced and horrible in the early parts of the movie. Ben Affleck's acting was like watching a Donald Trump documentary. It was horrible. There's homophobia and ableism in this movie. The plot is horrible, and they make fun of mental disabilities. Ben Affleck spends all the movie throwing slurs at J-Lo's character because he's mad she likes women and not him. It finally works out for him and he has to be the most annoying as can be. Hee-hoo, I got a lesbian to turn heterosexual! The acting and the plot was worse than having splitting stomach pain. Anyway, this is the list of worst Ben Affleck movies of all time according to critics. This concludes our video for today. Let us know your opinions about these movies in the comments section below, and until next time, goodbye.